Not exactly sure if it was recording, but it's a really hot day. It's like 107 out today. So budding's off, it's in shade. Okay, what happened on this one is it got hit. Evidently, I don't think it went over and under. What happened, because it definitely got hit below here too. So whatever it hit went underneath it, and maybe it gave way right here at the bumper. But it definitely hit down here as well, and then it creased in there. So it definitely hit something. Like, I'm not going to say a pole, because a pole wouldn't have given like that. Looks like the crash bars are okay, everything like that. So this is the frame rail. It's a little, gunked up right here, and then you're just going to heat this up, pull it out, and get that straight. That's just easy enough. Definitely busted the radiator, busted this thing off of the radiator, the notch. Then it cracked the radiator right here. Also, it ground through on the hose. So whoever had it or kept starting it or whatever. I think the fans can be salvaged. The condenser can be salvaged. It also broke it on this side too, so interesting enough. Definitely no fluid in the radiator, and you can see where it leaked all over the balancers and stuff like that. This is minor. That can be fixed up. One thing you got to watch out for is this is the timing mark on that, so I don't think you want to mess with that too much. Engine's pretty clean for the most part. And it starts and sounds good when it starts. So I don't want to keep it running too long with no fluid in it and as hot as it is outside. This piece is going to have to be replaced. It's broke off. Looks like. Maybe not. I don't know. That looks like it's purposely done like that. Anyway, that piece is actually in the trunk, so we can go ahead and make our way around. The hood is actually, I think it's actually salvageable. So go ahead and push this down. No, it's not. So it's ripped right here. Otherwise, it's actually not in too bad a shape. There's no real hard like bows or anything like that. It could actually be salvaged. Super light. I'm guessing aluminum hood. $300 to replace the hood. I was going to try not to. In fact, I was going to try to do this whole build without having to put out any money on it whatsoever. Well, minimal amounts of money. Looks like the latch is probably still good. Right? We're going to see what happens when we pull all this stuff out and see what happens. Try not to do the radiator support if we don't have to. And I'm getting pretty good at my straightening skills, and body work and stuff, so we'll see. This sucks. So, great tire. It's got good tread depth. Doesn't match the other three. This is what's called land sale. So it's an R18, T25, 50 R18. I just replaced these on my Rogue in that size, and couldn't find anything less than 130 per tire. So that was pretty bad. This definitely does have some curb rub, but not seriously bad. I mean, the last build that we worked on, the Sonata, it was really bad. It's definitely got that pearl white look to it, and curb rub is like super minimal here. It has Michelin's. The other three tires are Michelin's, so I mean, with good tread depth also. Looks like they were almost brand new. I don't know what happened to that fourth tire, but yeah, they've got really good tread depth to them. Some curb rub on this side also. So unfortunate. These are great wheels. I mean, I like them. So this fender right here, I want to try to see if I can salvage this. I'm going to pull it out. I have some crimpers that actually work on stuff like this, and I have actually been working on the Rogue on the back side of that. And I pretty got it pretty straight. What happens is, unfortunately, people open the freaking doors and having these pushed down, and they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and not realizing, hey, you know, there's some damage, stop pushing. And it's just one bolt of alignment down here, and you push that forward, fixes the entire problem. Notice that the line right here is actually really good. So it's just down here, and people just don't stop to think, you know. So we'll see what we can do with that fender. If not, we're gonna buy a new one. Definitely have to buy some new paint anyway. The hood things, hinges, they're gonna get replaced. It's almost always a given with hoods. I always try to replace them or fix them, but it just doesn't seem to work out that way. Last two rigs, the Sonata and the Rogue, both are, let's see here, the Sonata, okay, and the Infinity, both had to have their hinges replaced. I didn't work on the Infinity. That's my nephew's car, but he had to replace the hinges on it also to make everything line up. It didn't matter what I did with the Sonata right here, it would not get the hinges to line up, and then replace the hinges or the hood and replace the hinges, and voila, it was like magic. So there's that. Great car. All the way around, there's one dent that this is easy to take and fix. It's just, I mean, it's warbled right there just a little bit. That's it. Everything else looks great. Come on. Doesn't want, oh, there you go. Maybe it's just finicky. Okay. So the headlights, this one looks great, well, except for it's cracked up here. And then also the mounts are cracked here, so that one's definitely going to have to get replaced. I went through this one, and I think this one is salvageable. All the mounts are good and everything like that. It might be a little more expensive. I'm looking at that right there. Like, okay, well, but I did look them up online. It seems to be about $100 a piece, so not too bad. There's also other parts. This is the bumper, just the bumper reinforcement kind of like thing. It goes on the bumper reinforcement. It's the padding in between, and that's salvageable. It's just reusable. You put tape on it, tape this up, and then you tape it to the bumper reinforcement when you put the bumper cover back on, and it's good to go. There are some pieces in here. I'm assuming that these are going to come also with the bumper reinforcement. This is some cracked stuff right here. I'm assuming this goes on the bottom. This can be glued and reused. This is the intake. You know what? That's reusable. Just glue the crack. There's nothing actually physical about this except for the fact that it just tunnels the air from the front to the back. Here's the bottom piece. So yeah, nothing bad about that. So got the clips that went to the bumper cover, but the bumper cover's not here. Actually, there's a lot of clips. That's awesome. Having the clips always helps. I'm going to go ahead and just take these now. And put these in my clip thing. If I can keep from dropping them. There's the box. I'll put those all right there. So that's pretty much the walk around on this car. I mean, the interior is in great shape. I have the charge jumper. It came with the second fob also, which is awesome. But yeah, it's in great shape. I was getting ready to take that off, but I'm gonna wait until later when it cools down. Way too freaking hot. Back is the same way. It's in really good shape. So it is what it is. Okay, we'll cut it here.